Hi everyone, okay, let's go through the challenge missions that we've got this week. It is the fouled prison, the spoiled prison. Afraid I already started this. The video went a bit funny, so just going to go through these first two, and then the last four will be a surprise for me as well. When I say a surprise, these are classic missions that you might have encountered before. So, gather all supplies. This one's quite a fun mission. You have to gather all of the supplies, obviously, as it says, and there's also some doors to unlock. There's a couple of ways that you can tackle this mission. It's kind of a good one. I recommend taking Glenn as your leader, so that you get to use to full effect his lucky dumpster trait. That's the trait that means that you can do something after you have searched a crate or something like that. So on most of these prison ones, I'm expecting that will come in very useful. On this level, walkers spawn fairly quickly. So if you're already struggling, they can quickly reach a level that you can't handle with. So you need to deal with that. Again, having Glenn as your leader means that you're going to probably complete the mission quicker than you otherwise would. Having weapons that will reduce the threat, that's pretty handy when you have that low countdown on the reinforcement scale, whatever you'd call that. Shelves, special enemies, yes, so it gives you a slight hint that you're going to experience an armoured walker. Indeed, he does pop up as a bit of a surprise at a certain point. So in the meantime, it's a fairly small map. You know, having some crowd control weapons, like an assault weapon, not a bad idea. So that you can attack all of these bunched up bad guys. There's a reason why I'm leaving that shelf for the moment, and this is why. So at this level, that armoured walker is just not that much of a threat. However, once you've gone through the levels, it's something that you kind of have to watch out for. I suggest clearing the entire room, searching that middle shelf so that he comes along, and then just taking him out when there are no reinforcements nearby. Again, Glenn is a fantastic choice for doing that. Okay, reverse escape. Stay alive long enough to open the gate. Alright, I will. I don't know why it's called a reverse escape. You kind of are. I guess you're going into the prison. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one can be a tough one. You know, again, not tough at the moment just because this is low level, but you get a whole bunch of walkers spawning in every single turn, and then you've got additional ones coming in with that threat counter as well. It can become a target-rich environment pretty quickly. I think Rick can be quite handy, you know, because you're going to be killing a lot of things, so his inspiration power is going to boost up. Glenn, maybe not that useful on this one. There's not really any way to use his lucky dumpster skill. Maybe you'd want to take a bruiser or something so that they can take a hit just in case the enemy gets close to the gate. But really, you got those two bottlenecks, you got the walkers coming in, you want to let them get funneled in, and you want to kill them. So whatever you've got, whatever is good for taking out walkers, whatever does the most damage, I would recommend for this. You just got to survive for those 6 turns, and then you're in the prison. Handrails, reach the exit, so proper escape. Do I want to keep Glenn here? You know what? I'm sticking with the team. And yes, I know Rosita is not an effective assault character. It's just that I made that mistake earlier on, you know, in the game, and that's who I've got as my most developed assault character, so yeah, that kind of wasn't intentional, but I can unlock the fantastic princess, who really looks like she's going to be an effective character. What are you doing there, pal? Okay, some practice against human enemies. Let's see. Okay, and again, we're kind of doing what we do in those survived battles for Guild War. And yes, I will be doing more Guild War videos. And that is, we're just taking advantage of the AI. Oh, nice duck. What are you doing? What are you doing, Glenn? Whatever. Okay, keep running, little man. Just get to the end. So, not too much to say. You've got a threat counter. You've got some human enemies. Human enemies are probably going to be more of a risk than the walkers. You want to do what you would do in a survival battle in Guild War, which is to let them get distracted. But at the same time, you've got to start. You know, you've got to make that progress towards the end. This can be a tricky mission. I would just assume that your biggest problem are going to be the humans. What's this? Find the supplies and get out before you get bit. Oh yeah, of course, this one. I want something with a little bit more coverage than this. I know this mission. Oh, my guy's got pretty damaged earlier on. This was due to some Guild War shenanigans. It was my mistake. I kind of misclicked, paid the price. Anyway, still got some great characters like Alfalfa. Okay, so we've got plenty of boxes here to check. And again, this is another one where Glenn might well wind up being your MVP. I particularly like using him because I've got a weapon that lets me sometimes get an action point back after a kill. Just that, doubled with his lucky dumpster skill, just means that you can move across pretty much any map sometimes. You can take out multiple enemies and also search the crates. It's just phenomenal. It's so much fun to use. You can see what's happening here. We've got 2 walkers appearing every turn anyway from that big old pile in the middle. And then, of course, we've got the threat counter. So you might want to bear that in mind before you take any particularly noisy weapons. And the risk, of course, is that if you build up that threat counter, you might be able to deal with those 2 walkers that appear every time from the center. But if that threat counter builds up and all of a sudden you're just inundated, you can easily get overwhelmed. So definitely take some killy players. Ooh, I like that. That scout armor is pretty flipping good. Might keep that. Okay. Last one. Oh, alpha tokens, great. Okay, sweeping the cellar, kill all the walkers. I'm going to keep Glenn just because I want some supplies at this point. This shouldn't be too much of a challenge because they're kind of low level. Well, what is there to say about this? So there are several heavies there. It looks like you've got plenty of space, but on a higher level, these guys are just going to keep on coming at you. Maybe if you've got some weapons with that new cripple trait, that could be really, really handy. Because you can just fire it at the biggest threat, it'll slow them right down, and you'll just get way more attacks than you otherwise would against them. Otherwise, things like Decimator with its big old area damage, saving up charges to use against key targets. Yeah, and I think generally things like shotguns, where you're attacking a lot of enemies at a time. Characters like Sasha, once you get to those higher levels, wow, she becomes so useful. But there you go. Those are the missions. We have succeeded in occupying the fouled prison. That's what you can expect as you run through these. If you've got any other tactics, anything that you found works, please do let me know. As ever, thanks for watching. Get these rewards. Oh, look at that. So satisfying. Okay, and we're done. Bye.